All right, Claude plus Polymarket is my new favorite money printer. I built a bot for a sport I literally have never played because Claude knows everything. Just like I didn't know how to code, but Claude knows every single language. I'm going to show you 4 complete bots I built in this private Zoom. Now, this is a private Zoom call, so it might not be here forever. I built a couple sports bots. I'm chasing Jim Simons. I dropped a 4th bot by the end of this. I got tennis, cricket, NBA, and 1 extra. I also do some Kalshi stuff. The approach I'm taking is a stink approach, and I got inspired by a dude that was trading $1 billion per day, and he was just like me. So I hope this can inspire you to finally get away from those charts, because those charts are just a casino staring at those charts, guessing up or down. That's a pretty hard game. But you can automate your edge, see if things work in the past, and then go ahead and turn them into bots that run in the future for you 24/7. My name is Moondev. I believe code is a great equalizer. So I'm going to break down the whole RBI framework, research, backtest, and then incubate. This is going to show you exactly how to build your own bots. You're going to see me build 4 bots here and a Kalshi scanner. So lock in. Make sure to subscribe, hit the like, and I'll see you in tomorrow's Zoom if you're around. 7-7. Good to see you, everybody. Dixie, good to see you. Can we do an ETH arena? Maybe. Let's see how the arena's doing. So we have this arena that you can compete in. This is the roadmap, by the way. So I'll be going over things from here. Today, what I'll be teaching you is 3 secrets, pretty much my RBI system. And then you can see the live leaderboard. This is for our Moondev arena. You can sign up and compete in order to win prizes, which is pretty awesome. Essentially, what you're predicting is the next 5 minutes price. And if you can predict the next 5-minute price or the 1-hour price better than anybody else, you win. So feel free to join the arena now. There's a leaderboard here. You can see Root Killer is up top. +9. There's a day left. The Dev is number 2. Shy Crypto is number 3. Where's Warshawski? Where's Remble? Okay, so somebody just won this one. And now Root Killer's in the lead. So this one just ended. We can go to history here. Root Killer 2 wins. Who won this? 24 BTC won this one. So congrats to him. He got a free APU. It's $50-ish. So, nice little daily win as well. Nice little daily win as well. But long story short here, dude. What is this, dude? What is this? What is this code you just put in there? PID, $2 says? Kill cat. Seems sketch. It seems sketch, whatever you put in there. Seems super sketch. Before I get too deep into teaching this stuff, I'm going to show you all the three steps, the 3 secrets in order to automate your trading. I'm also going to give you a couple tutorials here today. So make sure to lock in all the way. Clear your schedules. Clear your schedules. I'm going to show you 3 different Polymarket bots here today. And before we get too deep, I got to give you a little bit of background how I got here. So I won't be long on this, but essentially, in order for you to understand how I even got here, you got to understand my background. So I grew up a hooper, actually. So competing my entire life. Long story short, I made it really far in basketball. I got paid. It's awesome. But along the way, I had to stop through college. And in college, they made you do an internship. And I was like, no way. I watched a webinar, and the guy was showing me how to build apps without knowing how to code. I was like, yeah, okay. But then in the end, he offered me something for $2,000. I didn't have $2,000, dude. I put it on a credit card because I knew that was the way. Then I went ahead and built this app out. I was telling my teammates the entire time how sick my app was going to be. It's going to be the next Temple Run, because we were all playing Temple Run, competing against each other all the time. I got the next Temple Run coming out, gang. It's going to be fire. Long story short, I spent $2K I didn't have, and I spent $15K on a developer to develop that game, my next game. And I brought it to my teammates 6 months after like talking about it, and they're like, "This is trash, bro. Trash game." I was heartbroken, but it pushed me into this business model that I created pretty much, and it made a bunch of money over the next 10 years. So what do? Of course, you start buying crypto, and you start trading crypto, and then you start losing money. Because you're trading by hand with emotions, just like you, dude. I'm sure you've traded with emotions, right? I'm no different than you. I'm just locked. We saw trading the vehicle, but then we realized this is way harder than we thought. So thank God I spent 2 racks to buy that course, because that was the thing that got me to build my initial bag and got me into tech really in general. Somebody knew something I didn't know, and I purchased his knowledge, and then I got caught up to speed with him, and then I went ahead and built my own thing. So out of all of that difficulty and embarrassment and spending of money I didn't have on credit cards, I was able to build a $1 million app business that also led me to some e-commerce businesses and ads businesses that led me to having a bag that I was trading with too much size, with too much leverage. And that led me to meeting some dude that was trading $1 billion per day algorithmically. And I had been scared to learn how to code this entire time. That's why I was hiring developers. I spent probably $1 million on developers on Upwork. But I knew once I got inspired, dude, to actually do this myself, I knew I had to actually learn how to code. So I locked in for 4 hours a day, every single day. That's 5 years ago, maybe even 6 years ago now. But I only knew that I needed to do this by myself because I had worked with developers for so many years, and I knew that if I built my edge out, I would have to keep it close to my chest. Have you been liquidated before? Because that's what got me to stop. I got liquidated way too many times. I had to stop trading by hand. I had to. So how do you even get into this industry, dude? Well, I went ahead and made this much easier than it was for me. I took 15 courses, and only one of them was about algorithmic trading because nobody shares this information. So I do have a roadmap here for you somewhere. Yeah. So the first step in order to get in this industry is find a mentor. It's hard to find, but might be a couple others out there. But it comes down to researching great ideas. You have to have great ideas in order to then even think about automating them. So if you don't have great ideas, then you're cooked. But if you have great ideas, then you can build for the rest of your life as long as you have the courage to use this AI all day, like I do. Where do you find good ideas? Well, there's plenty of books. There's Google Scholar. Here's a bunch of books on that book list that I just shared with you in the chat. Read any of these books and you'll come up with ideas, trading ideas. You can then automate those trading ideas after you see if they actually work. But I'll get into all that later. First thing I want to do here is I want to go over one of those bots that I built this week, because I think it's fairly interesting to open up new markets. And I've been opening up new markets here with Polymarket, because Polymarket is something Jim Simons, my idol, didn't have. He built up a net worth of $31 billion, Jim Simons, if you don't know of him, algorithmic trading. And that's who I've been following for multiple years now. He's just a regular dude, just like you and I. So why can't I do that too? So I'm going to keep chasing him. 31 billion, I'm not there yet. No, I'm not even at a billion yet. But I do have automated trading systems that are trading for me 24/7, 365. When just 5, 6 years ago, I thought that was not real. I thought it was only for Jim Simons and the big guys. But I met that dude. I met that dude that was trading $1 billion per day. That inspired me. Okay, great. Let's get it. I've been building bots I started with futures, stocks, quickly went into crypto. I have more fun in crypto. So that's where I build. But recently I've been building Polymarket bots. So I want to go ahead and show you one of those first Polymarket bots here. That it's not one of my first ones, it's probably my 15th, but we've been working on new ones pretty much every week. So right now, what I want to do is go over one of those ideas, get you the code, show you everything. And then I'm going to put it in my Discord for everybody that's already a member and part of the crew, because at the end of the day, it's all PvP, player versus player. It's all PvP. Okay. So if it's PvP, player versus player, how are you going to have this shown to so many people? I don't know. It's a good question. Well, my thesis was, hey, nobody showed this to me. And Jim Simons literally says every single day to do what others are not doing. If everybody is doing something one way, don't do that. So I've just followed that advice for years now. Everybody is being secretive about this industry. Nobody wants to share anything. Don't do that. So right now, I want to be unsecretive about things. I want to show you exactly, step by step, how to build a bot that we literally just built yesterday. Okay. So on Polymarket, there's unlimited things you can trade. That's why this is so exciting. Jim Simons did not have access to all these unlimited things that you can trade, but we do. He also didn't have 6 different AIs that can work for him 24/7. Let's go ahead and explain the idea first. Okay. Let's go ahead and explain it. Can you go ahead and shortly and concisely explain my tennis bot idea so the audience can understand it? So what I did is I was going through Polymarket the other day and I was looking through sports. I actually built an NBA bot. As I said, I was a basketball player in the past. So of course I'm going to build an NBA bot first. But I saw this video a few weeks ago and they were talking about tennis and why tennis is appealing to trade. And the reason it's appealing to trade is because there's so many matches and it's year round. Essentially, there's 2 different tennis leagues, male tennis and female tennis. And um, a lot of them overlap with 3 games. So there's 3 games in each, or 3 matches or something in each, to in order to win the actual tennis game. Now, as you can tell, I'm not well versed in tennis, but I do have um, profits already from this tennis bot, and I built it 24 hours ago. So I want to get it to you. I want to show you how to build this as well. But the 2 differences here are this, and I think this is alpha to understand before you get started with any type of tennis bot or any type of bot in any sports, right? The thing to understand with tennis is some games are of 3. So you have to win best out of 3. And some are best out of 5. I think it's only the male games that some of them are best out of 5. But WTA is what I zoned in on for this first one. And the reason is because those are all women's matches, and I would rather watch women play tennis. No, for real. I would. The reason is because they have 3 matches. It's best out of 3. So they're actually more volatile. And I think that's exciting. But you could also take the other side of that. If you want things to be less volatile, you would take the ATPs that have 5 matches. I haven't been able to figure out which ATPs have 5 matches and which don't. But the way I looked at it is, first off, I would rather bet on women. Second off, I want volatility. But if you want less volatility, if you think about it, if it's best out of 3, there's going to be more volatility. There's going to be more upsets, right? So if there's more upsets, there's going to be more volatility. But if it's a best out of 5, it's going to be the best player actually wins more often. So that's how I looked at it. So I went ahead with the volatility route. Let's go ahead and see what she said. She went ahead and explained it for us. The WTA tennis stink bid bot. So this is pretty cool. And this might not be something you've thought about. Back in the day when you would trade, or I'm sorry, sports bet, you kind of just trade with the casino, right? You don't get to pick the price. You don't get to say, hey, I'll buy this if it's a 30% discount or whatever. But that's what I do for this bot. So I hope this is enlightening to you. And I'll put all the code inside the Discord after this at the end. But essentially, we place low ball bids, 30% below market price on the favorite to win the WTA tennis match. If a whale panic sells during the match and dumps the price, we scoop those shares up cheaply. If we get filled, we just hold to expiration. The favorite usually wins, right? So you collect the full dollar. So if you buy it at 30 cents, you get $1. That's a good little return. You saw the results here at the start. The bot refreshes every 15 minutes. A very basic idea, but this is a new paradigm. And I love new paradigms. I mean, that's why I'm in crypto, dude. That's why I got into crypto in 2014. It's a new paradigm. It's something we never seen before. Again, Polymarket's something we never seen before. You weren't able to go to the sports book back in the day and say, "Hey, I'll buy this player's win if you give me a 30% discount." And that's exactly what I'm doing here. So let's go ahead and look through the code a bit so you can understand it a bit better. I've already explained the idea. It's a stink bid. A stink bid is when you're saying, "Hey, give me this. I want this, but only if it drops that low." So let's go through here and go through some of the codes, some of the highlights of the code. And like I said, I'll drop all this code inside the Discord. So if we go to sports here, we'll go over here. And if you want me to go over any of these other ones as well, just put them in the chat. I got a cricket bot. I built something for cricket. I built something for baseball. That's crazy. I built something for NBA. I got the NHL scanner and the soccer scanner and the UFC scanner as well. WTA stink bot. So I think this is what's important to understand. It places stink bids on the favored player. Now, is that right or wrong? I'm not sure yet. But I don't think you've thought about this idea of, hey, going to the sports book and saying, hey, I want a 30% discount. They're going to be like, okay, no. But on Polymarket, you can do that because it's peer-to-peer. So find all today's WTA matches on Polymarket. For each match, pick the side with the higher yes price. That's how I picked the favorite. Place a stink bid at 30% discount. Cancel all orders before refresh. And that's important. A lot of people will miss that. And if we go back to the roadmap here, remember, this is how you automate your trading, whether it's stocks, futures, whatever. If you look back at the roadmap, let's go ahead and see if we can find it. This is very important when you're building out the bot. And I know I just skipped the backtesting part. It's a little hard to backtest on Polymarket, but I'll talk about backtesting for regular stocks, futures, crypto, whatever. And it's important. But you can see here's a checklist. Add risk controls to the bot. One of those risk controls is, hey, make sure you don't over order. I've seen and done too many times where it's like I'm building a bot, I'm excited about it, and I put in the order, and then it doesn't check to see if there's already an order in there. So it just puts in another order and another order and another order, and you just drain your whole account. So check to see if there's already a position and make sure to cancel all orders before opening a new one. I've got some other things here on the checklist as well. Always start with tiny size because at the end of the day, this is the process I'm teaching you today. It's the process of automating your trading. It starts with research of trading strategies. So how do you find great ideas? Well, you got books, you got Google Scholar, you got podcasts, you got YouTube. It really comes down to coming up with ideas. That's research. Then you backtest those ideas, see if they actually work in the past. Now, with these Polymarket bots, a little harder to backtest, sure, but you can still incubate small size. So you saw earlier, I'm running $5 size here. Nothing crazy. And nothing is too hard here. You see, I have the configuration here, bet size of $5, refreshing every 15 minutes. I've got a multi-account system set up because I want to be testing multiple different ideas across multiple accounts, and they don't have sub accounts yet. So how do you do that? Well, I set it up this way. So I have my OG account, private key ENV, and then I can just say account 2, account 3, account 4. You can see these are the APIs that you're going to have to get connected with here on Polymarket in order to get this going. You got to validate your credentials. I'm using the ESPN WTA API in order to get the women's prices. So you can see it's super easy. It's free. I'm going to put all of this code as like, what are we going to just copy all this code down? I'm going to put all of this code here right now inside of the Discord. So I'll go ahead and show you that really quickly. Let's go here to that Discord. So our Discord is hundreds of us all chasing Jim Simons together and all sharing and helping each other with ideas all day long. And then I go ahead and we also put strategies here in this Discord. So quant strategies, there's years and years of strategies here, but this is just for members. And then in this quant elite section, for the last few years, my team and I have been posting back tests, bots, etc. What I'm going to do now is say, this is the women's tennis Polymarket Polymarket trading bot. And every week I just try to pick one of my favorite bots, dude, and I just paste it in here because then if I work on this, like this took me a day and a half to build, and now that you get it for like in a few minutes. Now you don't want to just go run somebody else's bot. Polymarket tennis.py. But you have something that I didn't have when I got started. You have somebody to break this all down in short, concise videos. You can see now it's in the GitHub in the Quant Elite code section. You've got somebody to break down all these strategies for you, somebody to give you code. Now, don't plug and play, of course. You got back tests for days. All these videos are in short, concise videos here, day 1 through day 15. And by the time you see this, if you go to moondav.com/Easter, by the time you watch this, you see it's not available right now, but we're going to have an Easter special. So go to moondav.com/Easter. If you want to get this code, you want to learn short and concise videos, there's a 90-day, no questions asked, money back guarantee, but this will not be here for long. So I got to set that page up, I guess. So you saw, like, I literally just came up with a random idea yesterday. You saw the research process. It was just me scrolling through Polymarket, figuring out what markets trade a lot. And I found this market. So I built a bot for it. That's it. That's it, dude. Every day, I'm just coming up with ideas. That's the research. Remember, you have the roadmap here. I come up with ideas. I research ideas, whether it's from books, podcasts, whatever, dude. That doesn't matter. There's unlimited ideas out there. There's unlimited ideas out there, dude. Now, a lot of people want to trade on Kalshi as well. So I was thinking about it. I was thinking about it, dude. I was thinking about it. But I was just tired. I was tired of trading by hand, dude. If you ever felt like they can see your positions, they actually can. I can see your positions too. If you go over here to trade, I can see everybody's positions exactly when they're going to get liquidated. 1.3 million liquidation and 0.8%. 1.6 million and 0.7%. Wall Street can see this. If I can see it, you can they can definitely see it. And you can see this as well. 11.2 million liquidation, 1.2% on Ethereum. You have the keys and everything in the chat, and I'll go ahead and make sure that those keys are in there again. So I'm going to drop them again here. Let's go ahead and find that chat. PGA bot. Okay, that's a good idea. Thank you. I'm going to put that on the list. Tennis here. Just wanted to show you that tennis bot and put it in the Quant Elite section. I feel like this secret right here is what changed my life. So I hope this hits. Process of automating your trading starts with the research of trading strategies, not running towards to a bot right away. I learned to code. I spent like a year trying to learn how to code. I built a bot and I lost all my money because I didn't have a system. I didn't have a robust system like this. I was like, okay, I know how to code now. Let me just go ahead and build that. I didn't even test it. I didn't even test ideas. I didn't incubate. I just put 10K in and just went to zero. Strategy I was trading by hand didn't work, and I was trading by hand. But out of that struggle, you get the actual framework that has helped me be able to do this for 6 years. And I'll be here for 60. So I'm just getting started. We're only 10% through. I'll be here for 60 years. Can you imagine how much you're going to learn over time? Can you caught up to speed with me? Everything you need. Everything you need, dude. So a lot of people want to trade on Kalshi as well. Let's see what I have going on with this Kalshi stuff. Let's go to that Kalshi bot here. Electron cursor here. Kalshi scanner. Kalshi. I got the Elon tweet bot too. Damn. Oh no. Kalshi. Kalshi's right here. Let's also have her start working on this. Let's say SSH Moondash. Moondash. Okay. SSH Moondash. Okay. SU dash Moondav. Okay. C. Okay. Yes, I trust this folder. Go ahead and look at moondev.com/go. Also, go ahead and look at moondev.com/ lucky. So moondev.com/lucky. We're going to take that offer and make a new page, moondev.com/Easter. It's going to be the same offer as the lucky one, which is closed now, but it's going to be for Easter. So you have all the links for everything there. Make this an Easter theme, but don't make it like it's too lame, you know? It's a male audience, so don't make it like too pink and you know what I'm saying. So go ahead and make that page for me with the /lucky offer. And this one will be open, but it'll be moondev.com/Easter. I'll get that prepared. So she'll cook that up for me. So I just use Claude Code all day for everything. Front end, back end, side end, whatever. My brain, dude, come on. Come on. We got all the AI in the world. We can build anything for the rest of our lives. So I hope you're using AI all day. I hope you're using AI all day. Let's go ahead and see this call sheet market here. Damn, they're using Vercel for call sheet cooked. They're paying a lot. Da, 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 da. Moon, are you using the open source Claude? No, I'm just using the regular one. What's up, Deep? How you doing? PGA bot is a good idea. So I know everybody wants to trade on call sheet. Everybody's seeing my videos. People are taking my videos. My name is Moondev, and they're sharing all the Polymarket results. It's interesting to see that everybody's sharing my results and not theirs. But anyways, they're gonna keep ripping my videos. So I wanted to show you guys because I'm getting a lot of demand for this, how to build on Kalshi. So if you want to build anything on Kalshi, you've seen all the results of my Polymarket stuff. I'm absolutely cooking over there. But now it's time to start building for Kalshi. So what's the first thing you need to do when you build for Kalshi? Let's go ahead and explain it here and also show you. Can you go explain short and concisely what my Kalshi scanner does? Thank you. So I'll have Claude Code go ahead and explain it for you here, but I'll also just go ahead and run it. And this code, I'm going to go ahead and go over as well. I'll go ahead and put it inside the Discord in case you're not inside the Discord. I'll make sure that there's a link for you here at the end. I don't see anything for Kalshi. Okay, well, look at the Kalshi folder. Look inside of the Kalshi folder, and then you'll see it. It's Kalshi. Silly girl. But let's go ahead and get the scanner running first off, because in order to trade on Kalshi, you must be able to get every single trade that's happening, right? Because I want to see only people that are trading big size. And you can see it's scanning here. 843. A whale just came in. Will Belinda Benkett, whatever. New Mexico at Tulsa winner. Barcelona at Real Madrid winner. So you can see these guys are putting real cash up. This is how I started all of my Polymarket stuff. That's why I want to start this Kalshi series with the thing that helped me build everything. It's a scanner. It's got to show you exactly what are people buying. If I can see that people are spending $1,000, $3,000, $4,000 on a different market, then that gives me an idea. Just like I've built out my tennis bot, just like I built out my Elon bot, just like I built out all of my bots, they all come from this scanner here that I want to get you and explain it to you right now. Essentially, what I'm doing is I'm looking at the Kalshi API and I'm scanning through all of the trades that are coming in, and anything over $1,000 I put here, because at the end of the day, I can then click these and see what's the actual market here. What's the Kalshi market that they're trading? I can see the actual name, more tech layoffs in 2026. It's a little nicer down here. New Mexico at Tulsa winner. Okay, but I can also open them up. So just open them up into the actual page. And this is how I do discovery. I don't know about you, but I only want to trade markets that are liquid, meaning a lot of people are trading. So in this call sheet scanner, I'm just having it run all day, collecting all of the biggest traders, following all the whales. And I'll make sure that all of this code is inside the Discord. But you can see I've only ran it for a few minutes and I've already found 25 whales. Now I know it's only $1,000 or more. You can change that to however you want it to be. The longer you run it, the more markets you're going to find that are actually liquid. People are actually trading. And that's the important thing. Like I said, I built an Elon bot. I've built a weather bot. I've built a Twitter bot. Sorry, not a Twitter, a tennis bot. I've built a cricket bot, a baseball bot. All of these ideas come from me just watching this scanner. I've got something similar to this here on my website, moondev.com/polymarket, that just watches all of the Polymarket trades come in. You can see that it just sits here, and whenever a trade comes in, I see it, and I'm able to just pretty much just stock all of the big traders because these give me ideas. Like, okay, Dota 2, I've started building out an esports bot as well. But how did I build these? It's simple. I just watch the big trades, and the big trades that come through, okay, that's a highly liquid market. So what I want to do now is I want to go through all this code so you have something to leave with today. If you want to get started with Kalshi, this is the number one thing you have to have. You must have a scanner like this. As you can see, the base URL here is very simple to input. And then you can see the trades endpoint, the market endpoint, the events endpoint. Now, some of this was tricky. So I want you to lock in here and see all of this code. And if you do want to just copy the code, like I said, I'll put it inside the Discord because this is a scanner. This one's not just like running somebody else's bot. I'm not a believer in running somebody else's bot. There's something called alpha decay, but I can give you the pieces to a scanner that you can run and then come up with your own ideas based off of it. You know my process of automated trading by now, right? I just explained it. It comes down to coming up with great ideas. research, backtest, and then incubate in the small size. So Polymarket's a little harder to backtest on, but you can still do the research. How am I doing research? I'm watching everybody's big trades. If you're trading something big on Polymarket or Kalshi, I see you. That's already an edge. I see every single trade. And a couple of these things, putting the actual link together so it's clickable, was a little harder. So check into this build link function here. This is how you actually build a link. The format is kalshi.com/markets and then series, lowercase, and then the title slug, and then the event lower. So that's how you build it. And then I also save all the markets to the CSV. So I can let this run for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days. And then just come back and see all of the whales that have traded. And that is research. That's giving me ideas. So I'm scrolling through all the codes slowly, purposely. So you can go ahead and get all this code if you'd like it. I'll also go ahead and put it in the members only Discord, of course. By the end of this video, and we're almost there, you're going to have a full scanner for Kalshi. And this is step one for building out any bot. And this is legit the exact same thing I did with Polymarket. I ran the scanner. I saw where people are actually trading on Polymarket, and then I started building ideas off of it. I showed you some of the results here at the start, but at the end of the day, it comes down to researching great ideas, backtesting to see if they actually work in the past. And for Polymarket, really, I'm not backtesting much. But for hyperliquid, stocks, futures, forex, backtesting is awesome because you have a ton of data. Polymarket's new. There's some things you can backtest, and I've definitely done backtests with Polymarket. But for Polymarket, it's really come up with great ideas and then incubate with small size. So you just saw the complete code here of how to get the scanner. Now, if you want me to just post it inside the Discord, I've got this Discord with a bunch of us quants here that are all working together to optimize and help each other out. You can see the members area here, but inside of the quant code, elite code section, I just went ahead and posted something crazy. I posted a Polymarket trading bot. It's a tennis bot, but I'm just going to keep posting here today. So I'm going to have this Kalshi scanner here next. So I'm going to say Kalshi scanner, Kalshi whale scanner. And I'm just going to post this here today, save it. So this is the Kalshi whale scanner. So now you not only have it inside of this video, I explained the important things about it, but you also have the code inside of the Discord. Let's see if this page is ready yet. I sent my AI off to do it, moondev.com/Easter. If you do want to become a member, this should be live by the time you watch this video, but we're going ahead. Let's say this. Let's see if she can figure it out. Done, created this. Let's go ahead and push it live. You are the server that it's running on. So just get this live. And then anybody who joins can have all that code they just saw. And the thing about this, dude, is I've been here for 5 years, pushing 6 years, doing this exact process, coming up with ideas and then testing them to see if they worked in the past. And then if they work in the past, I build bots and I incubate them. And I've just been uploading this code week after week for years. And you can see there's 3 other quants in here with me. And we're all just working together to chase the $31 billion man. His name is Jim Simons. But the thing Jim Simons didn't have that we do have is AI. Yes, of course, he was using machine learning, but he didn't have 6 Claude codes sitting there helping him code his ideas out all day long. But you and I do. So while I'm chasing the $31 billion man, I mean, let's be honest, $31 billion is going to be an L. We're in a whole different time. I've got 50 more years of this game. So I don't need that much money. So what I do is I just share everything with people that are actually eager to do this. Now, if you're actually eager, go to moondev.com/Easter. There's a massive discount going on. It's all purple. I'm going to change all that color. I don't like the purple. So let's come up with a different Easter color, drop all purple. But you know where to get everything, dude. I showed you the Kalshi scanner. If you want to cook on Kalshi, you can do that. If you want to cook on Polymarket, you can do that. We all have expendable income. We all know we have bad habits. If you just cleaned up a couple of those bad habits, we all know that money just continuously replenishes. At the end of the day, you have two options. Say, oh, dude, this is cool. I want to get my own Kalshi and Polymarket bot set up and then just go do nothing. Or you can just join up right now, join the Discord, and we'll step on the gas together. All right, I want to change all that purple. Hate the purple. I'm leaking, bro. I'm leaking. Absolutely. I'm absolutely leaking today, dude. Absolutely leaking. This is no joke. Critical emergency. Moondev down. Moondev is down, down, down. But that don't matter, dude. Still lock in. Do it anyways. Do it anyways, dude. Do it anyways. Lock in. Just do it anyways, dude. Just do it anyways. I can't believe I have a cricket bot that is live. Like, does anybody know how to play cricket? Anybody in the chat know how to play cricket? By the way, now that you've been here for a bit and you've seen me explain the process to automated trading, you know what it takes now. So I don't want you to embarrass yourself anymore. You don't have to join this if you don't want to. That's fine. But now you are not a hand trader anymore. You don't have to be like, oh, what do you do? What if people ask, what do you do? You don't have to be all embarrassed and bashful about I'm a trader because you know they're about to roast you. They'll be like, you're a gambler. You good? You good, bro? Are you good? You're not a gambler anymore. You're approaching these markets quantitatively. So from here on out, go change your Twitter profile, your LinkedIn, etc., because you're a quant now. You're going to get much more respect on your name as you deserve. Because that's the thing is I know we're all ambitious, dude. We're all getting after it. And we're all used to working harder and getting more results, right? The harder I work, the better results I get. But the last few years you've been trading by hand, you know that's not the case. You work harder at trading, you lose more money. It's sad. It's the biggest waste of energy for ambitious people in the world, in my opinion. So if you're a trader right now, you got two options. Stop trading because you're losing all your money, or take me up on the offer and say you're a quant now because you are a quant now. You found me somehow. So big ups to you, dude. Introducing yourself as a quant sounds way better than, hey, I'm a DGen. I'm a trader, right? You deserve that. You've been working hard your entire life. And look, dude, I'm nothing different than you. Actually, you're probably well ahead of me. You probably didn't get held back in seventh grade. You probably didn't get called in by your homeroom teacher. And she said to me, she said, Moon, you're not going to make it around here. I'm like, what the hell? What do you mean make it around here? We're in middle school. Yes. She said the only way I could stay is if I do seventh grade again. I've been told my entire life I can't do this, I can't do that. You look at Twitter, YouTube comments right now. Moon, you don't know what you're talking about. You can't do this, you can't do that. But that's the point. That's the point. I will always attack industries that I don't know how to do or I don't know what I'm doing because everything in your life is behind that wall of fear. I was scared to learn how to code for 10 years. I spent near $1 million paying developers to code for me. Are you kidding me? I got held back in seventh grade. Who gets held back in seventh grade? If another man can do something, I can do it too. And I believe in you, dude, because you found me somehow. You're the ambitious one. Yes, I'm ambitious too. Every time you log on to YouTube, the internet, you see Moondive here. Okay, that's great. I believe in myself, but I also believe in you. And it's so sad. I see people come through all the time. They're just dabblers. There's doers and dabblers. The dabblers are like, oh, I can't do this because I don't have a science degree or I'm not a math, but me neither, dude. Me neither. I've been rejected by everybody my entire life. And to this day, look around, dude. People drag me down every single day. You can't do this or that because you didn't go to Harvard. Okay, I don't care. I'm cooking. You guys are watching me cook. You see the results every single day. I'm not here to brag. I'm not. I'm not. I'm here to encourage you. If you have the will to spend the last couple years trading by hand just to lose all your money, no, dude. There's a better way. Look around. Jim Simons, $31 billion. Look around. Citadel, Jane Street. Look around, dude. The only people getting off in trading are automated traders. So you're an automated trader now. You're an automated trader now, dude. You're a quant. You're not just a degen, okay? I'm going to keep showing you these bots that I built this last week or two, but this is just a small sample. Remember that. I've been here for 5 to 6 years. People on the leaderboard that are competing in this arena, a lot of them have learned from me. Warshawski, he's smoking everybody on this 1 hour and 5 minute leaderboard. He's smoking everybody. He learned it all from me. He's taking it to the next level. That's amazing, dude. Nobody was here to show me this stuff. I had to go figure it out on my own, but then I make it easy for you. It's not easy. It's not easy, but it's going to be easier. You don't have to fiddle around for the next 5 years. Just keep locking in. It's free on YouTube, dude. You can watch everything. Yeah, you're going to have ads on YouTube, of course. You're not going to get the massive bonuses on YouTube, of course. If you want to chat with me, of course, I'm not going to just chat with people on random people on the internet. But I do believe if you found me somehow, some way, that you're a good researcher. And if you're a good researcher, you should be researching, not trading. No, dude. Research. Spend your time researching, find great ideas. I gave you all of these places to find great ideas: Google Scholar, books, podcasts, videos. You're a good researcher. I don't even need to teach you this stuff. Here, take a snapshot of these trading books. These helped me figure out systems that work. You got Market Wizards. That's an essential series of books to read. You have to read those. Chat with Traders podcast. You can listen to those all day, and every single one of them have been verified. They're verified good traders, and you have unlimited ideas. And I know you have the ambition to compete in this industry. I know it because I'm literally a random dude on the internet that you're watching and you're like, ooh, this is fascinating. I didn't ask you to show up here. Shoot, I didn't even send you an email. I never ran an ad, none of that, dude. You're here somehow, some way. So much love to you. Much love to you. So now you know how to research great ideas. There is something called backtesting where you can get data from the past, and you have the app now. So if you want data for the last 504 weeks, 15-minute data, you can get that as well. It's all right here on the app, the Moondev app that you have access to if you're in the Zoom call. Or if you're in the members area, you have access to that as well. You can backtest for days. Backtesting is the process of seeing if a strategy worked in the past. Click run backtest and see if it worked in the past. You can see this is a MACD histogram reversal strategy. If the strategy works in the past, it's a much better indicator than putting some MACD on the chart and saying, okay, let me try to trade this by hand. You can see this lost 88% of its money, probably a trash strategy. On BTC, it did okay. I built all this in to make this process easier for you because it was not easy for me. It was not easy to figure all this out. But now I've helped hundreds of people figure it out. So if you go to moondev.com/testimonials, you can see those hundreds of people and what they've had to say. This just scrolls forever. So I want to go ahead here and give you another little tutorial of something I built here this week. And remember, this is just a small snapshot. I've been here for multiple years. And I was just like you. I thought that this stuff was going to be too hard. I thought I had to go to school for it. I thought I had to go to Harvard. The closest thing I got to Harvard, dude, was sitting on my couch watching a Stanford professor talk about one thing that made my mind absolutely go upside down. He talked about this. When you're in an emotional state, which you always are when you're trading, when you're in an emotional state, it's impossible to think logically. It's impossible to think logically because it's just a shorter route to your emotions. I'll go ahead and have AI explain it, but essentially, the route to your emotions is shorter than the route in your brain to your logical brain. So if you're always trading by hand, your emotional brain will always take over. Let's go ahead and have AI explain this because she's better at everything than I am. But that's the good thing for you, right? I had to learn all this stuff by hand. I had to start from absolute scratch. I took 15 courses and only one of them touched on algorithmic trading because nobody in their right mind shares this stuff. I'm just taking a different bet, dude. I'm taking the other side. Jim Simons told me if everybody's doing something one way, do it the other way. So everybody is being secretive about this stuff. So I'm doing it the other way. And I've been doing it for the other way for 5 years live. And I've found some crazy things and I've built a community that has returned well over what I could ever do by myself. So if everybody's doing it one way, I'm gonna do it a different way. And guess what? Then I'm gonna give all my secrets away, and then I'm gonna start paying people who win this leaderboard. This is a different approach to algorithmic trading. This is a community approach. So if you want to be a part of a community instead of that little hobbit in a hole by yourself for the rest of your life, you can actually lock in with us and learn from these people as well. They learn a lot of these people learned from me. I'm not saying all of them did, but now they're competing for real cash. And what's gonna happen, dude? Everybody's gonna get better and better, right? Because if I'm competing for cash against you and we're trying to be at the top of the leaderboard, well, that pushes me and you. So again, you might be questioning why would you share all this stuff? Because Jim Simons told me to. That's how I interpreted it as well, at least. It's like he said, if everybody's doing something one way, and he's the best in the world at this. Jim Simons ran up a net worth of $31 billion. And he comes up on my screen all the time. He says, if everybody's doing it one way, do not do that. Even himself, you watch all his videos, he didn't share anything. He's not telling secrets. So he told me a secret and he didn't even intend to tell it this way. He says, if everybody is doing one thing one way, don't do that. Even himself is secretive about all of his secrets, his algorithmic trading secrets. But he's also slipped up to say multiple times it's actually not that hard. It's not that like you don't need to be that smart to do this stuff. So he said that on one hand. On the other hand, he said don't do what everybody's doing. And on the other hand, he hasn't shared any like secrets with us. So what I put together is, hey, if everybody is being so secretive and scarcity led in this industry of finance, I'm going to do the exact opposite and it's going to piss people off, but I'm going to build the best community in the world. And look at how hard people are cooking. 17 correct, 8 wrong. That's a profitable trading system. 28 correct, 20 wrong. That's a profitable trading system. That's on the hourly. On the 5 minute, this just started an hour ago. 8 correct, 3 wrong. 8 correct, 4 wrong. History here. If I show everybody absolutely everything, what's going to happen? Well, everybody's going to know what I know. And it took me 5-6 years to figure all that out. I'll teach you in a couple weeks. Perfect. I'll teach you in a short video. Let me get into the next vid, dude. I want to give you another tutorial here because then I've already given you 2 full tutorials plus explained my framework, the framework that I follow every single day. I show you how to find great ideas, literally steal them from your competitors. That Chat with Traders podcast is literally your competition showing exactly how they trade. The market wizards, literally, those are your competition showing you how they trade. And then I showed you a cool little app here on my app that you can backtest with. You can just backtest with a click of a button and have AI backtest for you. It's fire, dude. And I want to build more backtests. I just tell AI, okay, let's go ahead here and just tell AI to backtest some more new backtests for me. Click here, backtest. Okay, perfect. I want you to look at our last 5 backtests, and then I want you to use what's good in them, and then do a capitulation type strategy. So you're looking for a volume spike with that open, high, low, close volume data. Build 5, use 5 agents. Thanks. So I'm launching 5 agents here. And I didn't have access to this when I got started. I had to do all this hard stuff by myself. But now I make it so easy for you, especially since you have AI. So she's going to go ahead and backtest some new ideas for me. And I want to get into this new bot that I want to show you that we built this week as well. I built a bunch of stuff this week. And we have all the excuses in the world, dude. I should be cuddled up in bed right now. I'm going through it. I'm sick as a dog. But that's the difference between me and the dabblers. I know you're a doer and you'd be standing up here too. Doesn't matter if I'm up, down, whatever. I'm sick as a dog, dude. I'm sick as a dog, dude. And I'm still here. I'm still locked. Do it anyways. I don't care. We got one opportunity at this life, dude. I might die today. I'm going to get it in till the end. Much love to you. Thanks for locking in with me. I'll continue to show you absolutely everything. I want to get into this cricket bot because I think cricket's interesting. Okay, so this is just insane. I'm just mind blown here. Honestly, I'm just mind blown that I have a cricket bot that's running 24/7, 365. I've never played the game of cricket before. So you can see there's multiple games going on. The Kolkata Knight Riders. You got the Pindiz versus the Karachi Kings. I think that's Pakistan. So you've got a game that I've never personally played before. I barely know the rules. I actually don't know the rules. All I do know is I figured out yesterday that the rules are one team goes one half and then the other team goes the second half. Now, why is this important? If we go over here to Polymarket, you can see I have a bunch of bots. You've seen all the results of my bots in the past. You see everybody stealing Moondev's videos. I'm Moondev. I believe Code's a great equalizer. I'm not your Chinese cousin, dude. Everybody's saying I'm their Chinese cousin. But what does that tell you? If everybody's stealing my videos, showing my results, don't you want to go to the source? Well, the source is here. I've been looking for new markets to trade on Polymarket because I want to get my hands wet in every single market because that's how you come up with great ideas and great systems. Trade places that other people aren't trading. And you can see I have a position here on this game, the Kolkata Knight Riders. I don't even know what country that's in. I barely even know the sport. But the sport is cricket. And the reason I got interested in it is because look at this. There's 24 markets here, 109 markets here, 16 markets here, 28 markets here. And what I want to do here in this short video is I want to explain the entire idea. So you can have the idea of this bot that I'm running on the cricket markets on Polymarket. You can take that idea and take it to the next level. You know, it's one thing to feed a man a fish. It's another thing to show a man how to fish for the rest of their life. So you know the process that I show is this. It's simple. I'm always doing one of these three things. I'm always following my RBI system, Moondev's RBI system, just in case somebody is saying I'm their Chinese cousin because I'm not even Chinese, but I put the Chinese heavy. The process of automating your trading starts with the research of trading strategies. Then you backtest those strategies to see if they actually work in the past. If they do, they're not guaranteed, but they're much more likely to work in the future. So that's the simple framework that I follow. And I've been explaining it today. I've shown you a bunch of ways to find great ideas. But one of the ways to find a good idea, you know, you got books, you've got YouTube videos, you got podcasts. I've given you all of those different sources. If you want to screenshot them, this is where I got my initial ideas. I also go ahead and give you on this roadmap a ton of ideas straight from my note sheet. So if you're lacking ideas, don't be one of those excuse makers. We all got excuses, dude. Like I said, I got held back in the 7th grade. Like I said, I'm sick as a dog right now. I should be in bed, cuddled up. I should have somebody taking care of me. But no, dude, I believe code's a great equalizer. I believe if I show you absolutely everything about all of these bots that I'm building, whether it is a brand new idea or something I got from my note sheet in the past, you'll be able to see that for the rest of your life, you can have automated trading bots trading for you. I want to explain this to you. Can you go ahead and quickly, shortly, and concisely explain my cricket bot and the actual strategy behind it? Because I think that's the important part. I've already shown a lot of the code and I'll put the code inside the Discord for people, but explaining the actual idea behind it is the interesting part to me because I can, you know, obviously give you bots, but I'm not going to do that. I don't believe in that. There's something called alpha decay. If you want to look that up, I'll just tell you about it. What is alpha decay? Short and concise. Essentially, if there's $1 million in the corner and I tell 50,000 people there's $1 million in the corner, how long is that $1 million going to be there? When it comes to algorithmic trading, alpha decay, Jesus, dude. Anyways, here's the idea that I'm going to be showing you the code for, and I'll drop the code inside of the Discord at the end of this. So it's the same core idea as the tennis and the NBA. Place low ball bids. So I call them stink bids at 30% below market on the favorite in the IPL and PSL cricket matches. The twist is the timing. Cricket T20 matches have two innings. Okay. So if you're an American like myself, you probably don't know that. We don't have cricket out here. We only bid during the first inning. So team one batting. I don't know if that's right or wrong. That's just what I did. So again, I want to explain this idea so you have it and then you could take it to the next level. Once the second inning starts, which is called the chase, we cancel everything. The logic is that first innings is where the uncertainty is highest. And a whale that panic sells can dump the favorite. It can dump their price. And that's where I get filled. And then I hold the expiration. It's $5 because I truly believe, like, again, I just built this week. I truly believe this is the best approach to automated trading. You come up with the idea, back test it if you can, and then incubate it with small size, something that's not going to keep me up at night. No, I'm testing these ideas and I'm showing them live. And the great thing is it might take me 4 to 6 hours to build it, but then I can explain it in 10 minutes and give you all the code so then you can test your ideas. Because you haven't walked in my shoes, I haven't walked in your shoes. That's the beauty of this. And Jim Simons tells me every day, he says, if everybody's doing it one way, don't do that. And everybody in finance is such a scared little bitch about sharing their ideas. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to share every idea, every word, every line of code every single day. Jim Simons told me to, and he's the GOAT. He's the GOAT. So going back to alpha decay here, in algorithmic trading, alpha decay is the deterioration of trading strategies edge over time. A signal that once generated excess returns gradually becomes less profitable and eventually stops working. Common causes, crowding. Other traders discover and exploit the same signal, arbitraging it away. Market regime changes, volatility, data snooping, structural changes. So the number one thing here, and the reason why everybody's so scared of sharing their stuff is because of crowding. If other traders discover your exploit, your edge, then they can go ahead and trade that too. And then it will go to zero. That's why I'm not here to just say, hey, plug and play this exact sneak cricket bot that I built yesterday and it has shown some profits. Sure. But I know for a fact that this is not going to be the exact iteration that I scale. We all have to come up with our own ideas. But Jim Simons told me, he said, if everybody's doing it one way, don't do that. So everybody's hiding this stuff from you. Nobody wants to share it. Everybody's saying that you have to go to Harvard or some stuff to do this. But dude, I got held back in the 7th grade. Come on. I'll tell you that over and over again because you have so many excuses like I do. We all have excuses. Here is the Cricket Stink Bot. I want to go through some of these pieces, but I'll go ahead and drop the full code inside of Discord. Don't just go run it, of course. It places a stink bid on the favored side. So what is the favored side? It's pretty much the side, if you go to Cricket, that has a higher price because they're the favorite, right? So you can see 44 cents for 57 cents. This would be the favorite. I think this game might be going. I'm not sure, but it doesn't matter. I don't care if it's going or not because the bot's handling it. I've already built it. You can see it's the Indian Premier League and the Pakistan Super League. Okay. Cancels all bids after the halfway point. So I already explained that part. There's two innings, and first team bats first, and then the second team chases it. So this is another cool thing about Polymarket is you're going to expand your Rolodex of knowledge at the end of the day because I'm building for sports that I don't even understand or politics I don't even understand. It's so cool, man. It's so cool. And the only reason I'm here is because I was here trading emotionally, losing money, getting liquidated, just like you. You think they can see your positions? You're 100% right. They can see your positions. They are moving towards your stop loss and take profit. I can see your positions too. And everybody in the Zoom chat can also see your positions. You can see this guy gets liquidated at 1.1%. This guy in 1.4%, he loses $11 million. So yes, you're getting hunted, dude. You're getting hunted. You're getting hunted by us. Let's be real. So let me get you some more of this code because you have the full idea. You can start building right now. I'll scroll through some of this, but I'm also just going to drop it in there. You can see these are the important parts. I'm using the ESPN API here in order to get the actual score and figure out what time it is. I'm using a multi-account setup here so I can switch to other accounts here. I don't want this video to be over 10 minutes. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and drop all this code here inside of Discord. I've explained the majority of this or the entire idea. Here's my Polymarket cricket bot, and we'll call it cricket.py here. I know everybody wants shorter videos, so shorter videos just comes down to like, okay, I have to take something out. So I want to explain the idea because I think that's the most important thing. You can see here, I have posted the videos, or I mean, sorry, the code for so many things over the years. My team has as well. I just uploaded 3 fire ideas: the cricket bot, the Polymarket cricket bot, the Kalshi whale scanner, and the women's trading bot. This is all in the Quant Elite section. We do have an Easter special going on right now. If you do want to grab that, it's moondev.com/Easter. But damn, I just went over 10 minutes and people want shorter and shorter videos. You save $300, but you can see that if you want. Damn, dude. It's so hard to make under 10 minutes, dude. I just yapped too much and I apologize. I'm trying. I'm really trying. I'm really, really trying. I'm really, really trying, dude. I'm really, really trying. Okay, so I do want to make some changes here while this is up. So when it's over 24 hours, I want it to show days as well. When it's under 24 hours, we'll only show hours. Thank you. Also, moondev.com/win. We need to adjust that pricing. Don't make it any taller. Just say Easter special and it's new pricing there. So go ahead and update that moondev.com/win. And for the 24 hours thing I was saying above, that will be for moondev.com/Easter. Schedule that to close on Monday at midnight Pacific time. So today is Thursday, April 2nd, and Monday was a few days from now. I think Moondev was held back in the 7th grade. I was. Wish I could take care of you. Thank you, Dixie. Appreciate you. You're teaching, sir, not yapping. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. You thought that was my stink bot producing output, but it was actually Moondev blowing his nose. I'm so sorry about that. That's so funny. Yeah, that probably sounds like a big old fart. You guys are like, this guy is nasty. I'm doing good, Deep Sight. How you been, bro? Good to see you. Much love. All right, there is one more bot I want to show you guys here today. But before we get there, like, okay, so dude, this stuff is scary. Like I said, I don't know if I've told you this, guys. Guys, I don't know if I've told you this, but I was held back in 7th grade. No, I'm just kidding. But I was, but even as a grown ass man, dude, like I told you, I spent 2K on a course in order to learn how to code or not code, learn how to build apps without knowing how to code. I was like, that's awesome because I'm scared of coding. Okay, perfect. I actually ran up a great career off that. So that's how I made my initial bag is I hired developers that built apps for me. And like I said, my first one failed. Everybody laughed at me. I was 17K in the hole, 2K for the course, 15K for the app. But then I built a business model based off of what that guy taught me. So that's what's great about this world is you can find somebody that knows something you don't know, pay them, get everything they know, and then you build your own stuff, but you just accelerated by 5 years or whatever. In this case, I only accelerated by 2 years. The App Store was new. It was like 2011. It was only out since 2008. People were really building for a couple of years. He got in early, taught me everything. And then I cooked for the next decade. I was using developers off Upwork though, and I was paying. And once I got into trading, it was just like I got bad quick, you know? Trading by hand with just spot is one thing. Like, of course, I've been doing that for a long, long time. But it's when I started getting on BitMEX and FEMAX and all of these exchanges that gave you 38, 40x leverage. That's when I started getting cooked. So it's too easy to rail that leverage up, dude. It's too easy. And I had heard about the automated traders before, but it was one day my realtor was showing me a place. She's like, I got this special client here, and he doesn't want to see many people. So it seems like you're really interested. So I'll show you. I walk in, dude, and he has the windows wide open, beach view, wide open. It's fucking magical. Looks so sick. You can see the whole beach. He's sitting on the couch though. First off, what are you doing here, buddy? He's on his computer. I see all these flashing lights. That's what inspired all this that you see on my screen. All inspired by this guy. Flashing lights like this. I walk in like trying to listen to the realtor. I'm wondering why does he have the air conditioning on with the windows open? You must be balling. She's yapping. He's over here on the couch on his computer. I couldn't pay attention. So eventually I'm like, what is that, bro? And he's like, oh, I'm an algo trader. I push $1 billion per day. He's trading $1 billion per day. Talk to him some more, and he's just like a bro. He's just a bro, dude. Just you and I, no different. And that's when it clicked because I was living that trader's life, but trading with leverage just wasn't working. It was too much time, too much stress, too much lost money, too much anxiety. So once I shook that man's hand, I realized that he's just a regular dude, but he's trading $1 billion per day. I don't need to trade $1 billion per day. I just need to automate my trading. That inspired me. So for the next year, I locked in 4 hours every single day to learn how to code by hand. This was 5, 6 years ago. We didn't have AI. 2 years in, ChatGPT dropped. And since that day, people have been making fun of me for being an AI coder. But now, like now in 2026, late 2025, now everybody's like, "Oh, bro, have you heard of Claude Code? Yeah, we have our whole team using Claude Code to code." Dude, I'm a pioneer. It's pioneer in the App Store, pioneer in drop shipping, pioneer in e-commerce, Shopify, pioneer in Facebook ads. And it's just I'm always early to these things. And I always try to help my friends get caught up to speed, but my friends don't care. They don't care about this stuff. Sure you can relate, right? You get excited about opportunity and you try to tell your friends and they're like, well, okay, I don't care. It's like, come on, bro. I'm trying to get out the trenches. I'm trying to help you out the trenches as well. They don't care. They don't care. There's doers or dabblers. But that's why I'm so impressed with the people that come through here. It's because you guys actually care. I didn't ask you to come here. You're just literally watching over the shoulder of some random dude on the internet building bots chasing Jim Simons. That is extremely confident because I have the data. I have the data. I get to things early. I build. People think I'm crazy. They were saying I'm an idiot. I'm crazy. In 2020, at the end of 2022, when ChatGPT dropped, I started using AI for everything. Because remember, I learned how to code, but I was only like 2 years into coding. So I was blessed with AI. And the thing is, you probably think you're too late right now, but we have just started to get into this AI era of everybody's using AI now. You're not silly if you're using AI anymore. Like I used to be called, oh, he can only code because he uses AI, but it doesn't matter. Code is code. It's the output that matters. I have the ideas and I show you how to get the ideas. Anybody can do this. Al Hay says, my friends don't even like AI. Exactly. They think it's gonna like ruin the world and things like that. You're ahead of the curve. You're ahead of your friend. You're ahead of your family. So you can't listen to them when it comes to how to build the future. And I think that's the point. Is like I saw all this rhetoric about trading bots and stuff, but it was hard to believe it, like that I could do that until I met Homeboy. He was sitting there smoking a joint when I walked in, dude. He put out his joints. Like, what the hell? You got somebody looking at your place. You don't give a he doesn't give a he had FU money. He was trading $1 billion a day in his tank top on, Yeah, dude, it's just it was like, oh yeah, okay, you can do this, I can do this too. Let's get it. Locked in. A couple years took me to figure out how to code. A year took me to figure out how to code. Got my first bot live. Lost all my money on my first bot because I didn't have a framework. I just set it live, thinking, "Hey, I know how to code now. I'm going to be a billionaire." But that's not it, and that's why I do preach this so hard. I go here and I show you this because this framework changed the game for me. Now I don't just go run and build bots. I go ahead and research great ideas. I have a stack of ideas. I actually share a lot of those ideas here. And then I backtest to see if they actually work in the past. If they work in the past, then they're much more likely to work in the future. My system before this was, hey, I have an idea I want to trade. I think that Apple's going up today, or I think Bitcoin's going up today, or I think it's going down today. So I'm going to use 30, 40x leverage. But now I have the data that using 34, 40x leverage, you won't win ever. You'll never win. You'll never, ever, ever win. He says, just got my first bot set up. It's still in testing, but very promising. It's a much more promising way to approach the markets. And I think we all know that. Just like it's much safer to have AI drive for us in these Teslas than it is for me to drink a couple beers and then drive down the road, right? Like it's obvious. And I lost my best friend to drinking and driving. So that shit hurts. That hurts. And what was I doing when he was doing that? I was staring at the charts. My other friend hit me up like, bro, call me back. I'm like, no, I'm in a trade. That shit stings, dude. We literally have AI driving for us, but we still are manual trading. If AI was driving that night, he would still be here. But I was over here manual trading. Like I know there's not correlation. It's not my fault. I get that. But how many times did I not go home? How many times did I not kick it? I didn't even answer the phone call in the emergency, you know? Because I'm over here wasting my life trading, thinking I'm a trader. No, dude. There's a better approach to these markets, and it's been proven over and over and over and over again. You look around right now, who's everybody talking about? Jane Street. How do they trade? Fully automated. There's no reason to waste your life, waste your time. Please, please, please. I hope this inspires you, dude. I hope it does. I hope you can see that I'm just a regular dude, just like you. You're probably ahead of me. I don't know if I've told you this before, but I got held back in seventh grade. Oh my God. I want to show you one more tutorial here because I think it's important that I'm not just yapping. I hope this is helpful to have this framework. Like I said, I thought that just because I learned how to code, I could just build a profitable bot. And this is not true. Don't go spend $10,000 on your first bot. Start with small size. You can see this entire time I've had bots incubating all day because I actually follow what I preach because I built this framework for myself. Because some days you wake up and you're like, what the hell am I going to do today? Oh, well, I have three options. I'm either researching, I'm backtesting, or I'm incubating. That's my framework that I've spent real money to develop. And now you have it. So, you don't have to pay me anything. You already have the framework. You can go do this on your own. But let's be honest, information alone isn't going to help you that much. You're going to need a team. You're going to need step by step instructional videos, or you're going to need to spend 5 years like I did. So that's a decision you'll make. But I want to show you this NBA bot now because I showed you the tennis bot. I showed you the Kalshi scanner. I've shown you the cricket bot. But I don't know about you, dude. I'm a hoops guy. I grew up playing basketball. I'm a basketball player. I'm just a dumb jock. Yes, yes. The same people that are picking on me today were picking on me back in the day about me being a dumb jock. Like, okay. The thing is like the tides have turned, right? Like, okay. Nowadays, you actually have a point. I didn't go to Stanford. I didn't go to Harvard. I don't have a math degree. I'm not a scientist. Once you get out of school, it's not cool to be a jock anymore. It's not. While you're on the team, okay, it's kind of cool, but it's not. And once you're grown up, it's not. I should have spent my time studying more. But I hope it encourages you that like if some dumb jock holdback can figure this out, you can too. And I've made it much easier for you. I have on that roadmap that I gave you, it has frequently asked questions. You probably have a ton of questions here. Ton of questions here. And I have a ton of answers here. Got a ton of answers. Do I have a community? Yes. I have a Discord. Do you have videos that show me how to do this? Yes. This roadmap is thick. It's better than a book, in my opinion. But there's also a bunch of books in it that you can learn from. So now you have successfully learned exactly how to find great ideas, literally steal them from your competitors. You know how to get data to backtest yet? Because if you don't, data is very, very expensive and it's very hard to get. But you get it for free on this roadmap. Or you can go to moondev.com/data, or you can go to the app here and just download data here so you can backtest. So come up with great ideas, backtest, see if they actually work in the past. If they do, then go ahead and automate them. Now, like I said, a lot of this Polymarket stuff is hard to backtest, but this alone will be helpful for you. Instead of running a bot with full size, incubate it. So with Polymarket, where I can't go ahead and backtest very well, I just incubate with small size. And you've seen these bots running all week, all month, all year. I'm always incubating on the screen. And then I scale up here on I scale up on servers. And these die because they're on Polymarket, and I have to switch on and off something special in order to trade on Polymarket. But I've got Hyperliquid bots, I've got Polymarket bots, always incubating. And then I just scale on a server. It's super easy. And I know it's intimidating to think about servers, but rest assured, it is as simple as watching a 10-minute tutorial that I show you how to build your server up so you can deploy your bots on the cloud so you don't have to run them on the computer. I like to run them on the computer to start because then I can see errors like you just saw. Like these will die. If you get on a VPN, get off of it, they sometimes die. You got to restart them. But I've got what, probably 15 different bots I'm always incubating on screen. But back to that NBA bot, I want to go ahead and I want to show you that. And I understand this is intimidating, dude. I understand that. I consider myself dumb as well. So if you feel dumb, you feel behind, if you feel like it's too late, I didn't start till I was 30 years old. I didn't start till I was 30 years old. I spent the first 10 years in tech scared to learn how to code. Let me get the keys and everything that you get when you join the call here today. Let me get all of that inside of the Zoom chat. And then I'm going to spend another 10 minutes to go over this next tutorial here that will show you exactly how to build the NBA bot. So the last one I showed you was the cricket bot tutorial. I showed you the Kalshi bot tutorial today. I showed you how to build a women's tennis Polymarket bot, and I've given you my actual framework. So if you're still here, you are a quant. I want you to realize that. And I don't want you to ever say you're just a trader, because I look at my friends when I tell them I'm a trader, and they literally they smirk. They're like, "Moon, are you okay? Are you good? You're just gambling for a living now?" But once I changed into automated trading, I tell them I'm a quant. They're like introducing me to their friends, like, "Oh, you gotta meet my friend. He's a quant." So I think that's life changing. That literally you qualify for now because you understand the system in order to be a quant. You understand that you don't have to go to Harvard. I feel cooked, bro. I feel like I'm not smart at all. I'm just persistent. And I think you're persistent as well. And actually, I know that because you're still here. You're still here and you found me somehow. So much love to you. Let me go ahead and show you this NBA bot real quick. Oh, you're so sweet, girl. Oh my God. She found my clean clothes and she's laying on them. I don't even care. It looks confused as hell. So let's go ahead here and just explain this real quick. So let's go to cricket. Let's go to NBA. So this is crazy that Polymarket unlocks something that you haven't thought about yet. And I want you to think about this clearly. Okay. Before, when you used to sports bet, I don't know if you ever did, but essentially you're gambling against the casino. The casino is not going to let you win, period. We know that. Okay. But trading on Polymarket is different. And here's why. And I'm going to show you the full idea today. I get you all the code. But I think the important part is the idea, because you can teach a man to fish, feed himself for the rest of his life, or you can just give him a fish and feed him for the night. I'm going to teach you for the rest of your life. Before, I was not convinced on sports trading on Polymarket because I looked at it the exact same way as I looked at betting at the casino. You're not going to win. But this one concept right here should open your mind up to the fact that there's actually a paradigm shift happening here. And it's because, remember, you take 50 bucks up to the casino sports book and you say, hey, I want to bet on the Lakers. Okay, you pay what they say you're going to pay, right? There's some spread or whatever, but you don't get to make the rules. Now, this is the regime shift, the paradigm shift. I can go over here instead of saying, okay, casino, I want to take Minnesota for 40 cents or whatever the spread is. Now I can go in here and say, hey, I want to take Minnesota, but only if I can buy it for a 30% discount. That is game changing because you don't have to trade every single game. Now, if you're like a gambler and you're just like doing this for fun where you want to bet on the Hornets because you're a Hornets guy, that's one thing. I'm an algorithmic trader. I'm looking for edge. I'm looking for bots that can run 24/7 and make money for me. That's what I'm looking for. So until to this week, really, I haven't been trading on Polymarket Sports because my thought was everybody's too emotional, yada yada. But I hadn't thought about this strategy that I pulled from another strategy that I was building on Polymarket. I've built probably 15 different ideas on Polymarket, and I brought this stink bid strategy over to sports. And so far, so good, dude. So now we're building it for NBA games. I'll go ahead and give you all the code. I'll show you it. And if I don't have time, then I'll at least explain the idea and put all the code inside the Discord. But does that make sense to you? When you go to a sports book, say, hey, I want to bet on the Suns. They're like, okay, it's going to cost this much. You can't go to the sports book and say, hey, I want to place this bet if the market moves 30% down. And this happens a lot because there's whales in here and there's not a lot of liquidity. So if somebody wanted to sell more than $6,000 worth, well, it's going to jump down to the next price. And more than that, it's the next price. So what I've been doing is I just set my bids really low and I'm not going to get in every game. I'm going to get into a very few amount of games, actually. But when I do get into a game, it's going to be at a price that I got to pick. You can't pick prices at the sports book. You can pick prices on Polymarket. And that is the paradigm shift that I hope changes the world for you. So let's go ahead and have her explain it. I'm using 6 Claude codes at all times. Go ahead and explain my NBA bot here so everybody understands it. So we'll have her explain it. But I want to start going through some of the code here because I think it's important that you see part of this code. So essentially, it's the same playbook. I built a cricket bot based off of this idea. I built a tennis bot based off this idea. And I've built a bunch of other bots, just like 5-minute bots based off of this idea. Hey, I will buy any market if you give me a mad discount. Now, nobody else is going to share that even idea with you. But essentially, it places a low ball bid 30% below market on the favorite in every NBA game. We only bid during the first half, quarter one and quarter two. Is that right or wrong? I don't know. Again, I'm just getting started here, and I think it's important, since I do believe code is a great equalizer, to share the idea with you so I can teach a man how to fish for the rest of our lives. Once the second half starts, Q3, we cancel everything. Is that right? I don't know. The idea is in the first half, it's the most volatile, and people panic. If a favorite goes down early, someone dumps their shares cheap. We scoop them at a discount. If we get filled, I hold it to expiration. The favorite usually wins and we collect the $1 per share. So if I get filled at 30 cents, beautiful. If you go to the sports book, you got to get filled at 55 cents. Refreshes every 15 minutes. And we use ESPN for quarter status. Now, that's important to know because people are always asking, how much are the APIs? How much are the APIs? Well, ESPN API is free. So let me get you some of this code. And like I said, I'll go ahead and make sure that we get the all this code loaded into the Discord by the end of this. But essentially, it places what I call a stink bid on the favored side of the NBA games. You can see right here the bet size. I use $5 and the discount is 30 cents. Why do I use such a small size? It's because I wasn't able to back test this. So I don't know if it's going to work. So you're cooked if you think you're just going to go run this and make $1 million. But the process I follow is start with research. I kind of did some research based on my other bots, and I see that the stink bids are doing well. So I brought it over to sports, and I was scared of trading sports because I thought everybody was emotional. But like I said, you can't just go up to the sports book and say, "Hey, let me get 30% discount on this game." You can't do that, but you can do that on Polymarket, and that's a paradigm shift. Just like the paradigm shift I went through from web to mobile. Everybody started building apps and making millions of dollars on apps. Nobody knew how to build apps. Somebody taught me. I spent $2,000 to learn how to build an app, dude. And I didn't know how to code. That was the whole premise. I hired a developer, spent 15K building the app. It flopped, but it put me into a business model that I was able to run up millions of dollars in because that was a paradigm shift. Polymarket is a paradigm shift. The old way of trading or betting, sports betting, you're trading against a casino. Now you're trading against people. So there's ideas like this, and it's just an idea. I'm always researching. You catch me every single day. I'm always researching, back testing, or incubating a bot. So since it's kind of hard to back test this idea, I skipped it and I incubate with small size. And that is alpha for you because I got into this. I spent a year learning how to code and I just launched a bot with 10K size. I didn't back test or research. I lost that money. But out of this, I've built a robust framework that I don't lose money like that anymore because the most I'll lose is that $5 size, $10 size. If this doesn't do well over time, then I just don't scale it. And if it does do well, I put it in the cloud and I never look at it. I just let it run so I don't tinker. But you can see these are the APIs that you're going to need. This is the ESPN API. If you're an advanced coder, you already know how to use that. You can send it into AI, even if you're not an advanced coder. I did not know how to code before any of this. So validating credentials. This is because I have a multi-account system, obviously, right? Everybody sees my account. They see the returns. They see the ups and the downs, whatever. It doesn't matter to me. I got to scale elsewhere. I have to test 5 to 6 to 7 different ideas a day. So with Polymarket, there is no sub account, unfortunately. So I have a multi-account system here, and I'm just running this on one account. You can see this is how we find today's games on Polymarket. So every single day, there's new games, and that's what I was looking for, really. I was looking for markets that trade a lot. You know, the 5 minute markets are fun, but they almost trade too much. So I was looking for things that turn over each day. That's why today I've actually gone ahead inside the members area. I've gone ahead and dropped 3 different bots, and I've been doing this for years. And I have a team that's doing the same thing. I spend 4, 8, 12 hours figuring something out. And then I try to make these videos under 10 minutes and I give all the code to everybody inside of the Discord. So I'm running up on that 10 minutes and I don't want this to be longer than 10 minutes because guess what? Everybody tries to juice their videos to be over 10 minutes so they can get more ad money. I don't want your ad money, dude. I want your mind. So if you're actually interested in this stuff, join the Discord. And I'm putting this code in here before this 10 minutes is up. MBA Polymarket bot, but I explained the main idea already. So you have the main idea, NBA, Poly, Market, bot. If you want all of these bots plus 5 years of backtests and bots, then take me up on the Easter special. It's moondev.com/Easter. There's 300 off. You can find the link for that below. But like I said, you get paid more ad money if you're over 10 minutes. So I want to make sure this video is not over 10 minutes piece. All right, dude. I know I threw 4 different bots at you today. I know you're probably a little overwhelmed. I get that. Throw one in the chat if you want me to go over that Easter special. I put together the Easter special for you guys. Throw one in the chat. Like I said, I'm actually dying today. I need to go to bed. But I will spend 10 minutes going over that here. Let me go ahead and see if it's updated here. moondev.com/win. Okay, so this is everything you're going to get for that Easter special. It is live now, moondev.com/Easter. But essentially, I'm going to show you step by step how to get your trading bots live. Now, like I said, I got help back in 7th grade, dude. If I can do this, you can do this. I'll show you in short, concise videos over the next 6 weeks exactly how to get your trading bots live. No BS. I'll show you every single step of the way. I'll answer any questions that you have. We have that members area that you saw. We're all here helping each other. We're in the members chat all day long. You got questions, we got answers. We got a code help section as well. So this is a full hold your hand to success algo trade camp, step-by-step tutorials. You can see there's 6 weeks of videos here. Day 1 through 15, you're going to learn how to get your bots live, but I'm not your guru. I'm in the trenches with you. I'm chasing Jim Simons. He's the $31 billion man. This is serious stuff to me. So every time I find something new, I just add another day. So it's a 15-day boot camp, but now it's 6 weeks. Because again, I'm not your guru, dude. I'm in the trenches with you. So in the Algo Trade Camp, you can Google it, see all the reviews, Algo Trade Camp reviews. See what people have to say about it. 16 hours ago, just simply amazing. These are real people just like you that found me. So big ups to you, really. You also get the AI masterclasses. This is a course that shows you exactly how to use AI to do all the coding for you. So you don't have to worry about all the hard stuff. Like I didn't know how to code either. I'll show you step by step how to use AI to do all of the heavy lifting. So not only am I going to help you get your trading bots live, I'm going to make you the best in the world at using AI to code. For the rest of your life, you're going to be able to cook up anything, any day, anywhere, anytime. On top of that, I'll show you how to build on Solana, 2 different courses for that. On top of that, you saw a bunch of Polymarket bots today. I showed you 4 tutorials of how to build a Polymarket bot. I showed you my framework of exactly how you can go from non-coder, emotional trader to fully automated trader. And I'm going to show you step by step in this course how to build for Polymarket. Plus, you get unlimited Zoom calls. So all of these Zoom calls that we have, you get for life. And you saw me drop those 4 bots here in the Quant Elite today. Well, Quant Elite code, you get access to Quant Elite, which other people are paying $300 a month for. So you get access to that for the Easter special that is starting, I guess, right now. I meant for it to start tomorrow, but it is what it is. I don't know if I'll make it tomorrow. I don't know if I'll make it tomorrow. I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make it every day, but I am sicker than a dog here today. So I appreciate you guys locking in. This is everything you're gonna get. Actually, there's a little bit more. Quant Elite is crazy though, because people are paying $300 a month for that. It's a $3,500 value. You get lifetime access to it, including everything in the past. But on top of that, you get a bunch of bonuses. The MoonDev Vault is pretty cool. It has all of my videos that have been taken down from YouTube. There's 2 terabytes of videos, streams, things that nobody else has access to except you. If you join as well today, you get the MoonDev API key. It's $10,000 value because if you go to CoinGlass and try to buy liquidation data alone, not to mention all of the hyperliquid data, not to mention the AI, they would charge you $900 a month for 12 days of data. I give you 18 months of data. That's a free bonus. The API key is sick. You can go to moondev.com/docs if you want to learn more about it. You also get my trading bot GitHub. This is another huge bonus here. I'm going to show you exactly all of the code that I've been building, all the bots, all the back tests, 100 plus back tests, a bunch of templates if you want to trade for futures, stocks, Forex, whatever. If you want AI agents to help you out with building out systems, or you want my swarm agent, you also get this GitHub. This was the fastest growing GitHub in the world. I took it down because this is war. And if you want to go to war with me on my team, then jump in, get caught up to speed. You're getting everything you see on the screen, plus more. You also get the MoonDev app. So the app that I use all day in order to code, in order to see everybody's positions here. I can see everybody's positions, dude. How much better of a trader are you going to be when you're able to see everybody's positions? It's a crazy advantage. It's a crazy advantage, but you get that as a bonus. So you get the Algo Trade Camp where I show you step by step how to get your trading bots live. These are short, concise videos. You also get the members area. You get the AI master classes. You get the Solana copy bot and sniper course, the Polymarket trading bot course. It's all everything, all forever. It's lifetime access to everything. You never have to pay me a dime again. And you can see the results from other people. Like you saw the testimonials earlier. See, this just scrolls for hours. This just scrolls for hours and hours and hours. These are just more and more people that found me just like you organically through the internet because you are a data dog and you research. So if they can do it, why can't you? That's the question. Now, it's a $48,000 value. I'm not even going to charge you half that. I'm not even going to charge you 75% or 25% of that, dude. I'm not. And like I said, there's an Easter special. So you don't have to get on a call with me. You can get started today. This is real world stuff, not just a classroom environment. I paid him a year in advance. The bootcamp is the best value I've ever received. It changed my life. Moondev's course is amazing. I honestly don't want more people to join. Come on, dude. It's time. For Easter, we're having a crazy discount, $300 off. It's $14.95 instead of the regular $17.95. It's one-time payment, lifetime access. You never pay me again. Moondev.com/Easter. If you want to take me up on that here and now, don't worry. There is a 90-day, no questions asked, money back guarantee. So we all know money replenishes, but time does not. So if you want to spend 5 years trying to get caught up to speed with me, you'll never catch up, unfortunately, because I have so many intelligent quants around me all day long, helping me out. So you can see this is the Easter special here. You got a few days if you want to decide, but really you have 90 full days if you truly want to decide, as there's a 90-day, no questions asked, money back guarantee. You can see that everything that you get here, you get the Algo Trade Camp that's going to help you get your trading bots live. You get the AI master classes that's going to help you master AI and build for the rest of your life. Anything you want, anything you can imagine. So ask yourself this: is $1,500 worth being able to build trading bots for the rest of your life? And not only that, build whatever you want. You saw me spin up this website on the side. Just AI just did it for me. So you can join now, save $300 for Easter. Super simple to do. Just click the join now button. You'll be able to scroll here and you'll see it's all connected via Stripe. And I'm in Mexico right now. Not actually, but you know how that goes. You can see you can pay with credit, debit, cash, whatever, crypto, or you can break it down to two payments. Two payments is 777. Much love to you. You get the Polymarket course, you get the Solana course, you get unlimited Zoom calls, everything I've ever had, ever released, and everything in the future. There's a lifetime all access pass. Quant Elite, 5 years of bots and backtest, and new code added every single week. I dropped 4 bots in there today. That's insane. 4 on a Thursday, on a sick day. You get the MoonDev Vault, you get the API key for life. You get your own API key forever. You get the trading bot GitHub, you get the AI agents GitHub, you get the MoonDev app access. And these are real people that came through here just like yourself. And there's a 90-day, no questions asked, money back guarantee. I'm nobody special. I don't know if I told you this today, but I got held back in 7th grade. I just want you to know that like anybody can do this. I want you to know that whatever situation you're in, however cooked you feel, however far behind you feel, dude, I feel that too. But this is the perfect time. Remember, I didn't have AI, and you do. Plus, you have a mentor that actually cares about your success. I'm in the chat with you. If you got questions, we're here to help. If you get stuck, we're here to help. The videos were so straightforward and packed with so much information. The bootcamp is lit. Just wanted to personally thank you for making the bootcamp. Like you could have sold it for 10x that. The course should be perfect for you. I'm also a dev and it got me caught up to speed with crypto and algo trading. It's actually really cheap considering what you get. Most of it can be pieced together from Moondev's YouTube videos, but it would require constantly screenshotting and copying code. And those YouTube videos that he was talking about are now not even on YouTube. They made me take them down. I took down 1,000 videos because I got strikes. They don't want me to share this stuff. I'm telling you, dude. So I put it all into the vault. It's all in the vault. You still can have access to those videos. I went from not knowing Python to learning the fundamental building blocks with the help of Moondev's bootcamp. Algo Trade Camp is great with a genuine teacher. He delivers time after time. You won't be disappointed. It's not a get rich quick scheme. Even after you pay, you still come to the streams. That's the thing is maybe these streams don't make too much sense. That's because I'm on year 6, dude. Sandlin says my bot is making money, so get the coding and stop losing. I was classic, get stopped out daily, and it pissed me off. Hence why I'm here making money. Been a member, it's great. Would highly suggest it. That's cool. One of my bots I set up with watching you is pretty profitable thanks to you. So if you're ready to get started, just go to moondev.com/Easter and join the $300 off. Either way, 2 payments or 1 payment. It's a 90-day money back guarantee. That's the thing, dude. You can be an informed buyer. I went to Costco last year and I didn't know if I wanted the PS5. We went up there. I was eating my hot dog. She said, we asked what the refund policy is. She said, we take back a half-eaten hot dog. So I was like, yeah, I'm implementing that. 90 days, no questions asked. Be an informed buyer. Check it out. If it's not for you, it's not for you. No questions asked. 90-day money back guarantee. And you know I'm here. You know I'm going to be here for the next 90 days too, because I'm obsessed with chasing Jim Simons. The opportunity is so big that I feel like I can share everything along the way because I don't need $31 billion. You over delivered. I want you to stop staring at these charts all day. I want you to stop trying to guess if the price is going up or down. I want you to stop being stressed out. I want you to stop wasting your time with your loved ones. You can still have exposure to these markets. You just have to approach it from an automated stance. And I'll get you caught up to speed and we will get your trading bots live. And I will be there every single step of the way. I have explained this to hundreds of people. We're going through these testimonials here. You can go to moondev.com/testimonials if you want to go ahead and look at them yourself. Yeah, the funny thing is Moondev has the attention of hedge fund companies copying his scripts. 6 doors that opened, 6 months that opened doors I never thought possible. And I'm nothing special, dude. I'm just here. I'm just here to show you everything because my bet is this, and it's worked out so far. I've been here for 6 years. My bet has always been if I do this the exact opposite of what everybody else does, I'm going to build the best algorithmic community in the world. I'm going to give people that are smarter than me everything I know and let them absolutely cook. And guess what? I'm connected to them for life. Business partners, people that are working in the Discord, helping me out. Like I've accelerated probably 15 years in this 5 years because I've shown everything. I believe in abundance. So if you believe in abundance, keep giving, dude. Keep giving. When you get in here and you learn, you're gonna come up with ideas. Give that back to the chat if you feel like it. If you don't, that's fine too. Take everything I know. He says the boot camp was the kick in the ass that I needed. And you really got 2 choices, dude. You're still here, so I know you want to have trading bots trading for you 24/7. Don't be that guy that just makes up some excuse, dude. I shouldn't be here either. This is the flu game, dude. This is the flu game. I'm going to bed after this. I have to. But I still locked in because I made a commitment. I made a commitment, dude. I'm locking in every single day. I'm gonna show you everything. I know a lot of people are weird about money. I get that. $1,500 might be tough right now. Pay in 2 payments of 777. That's okay. You have 90 days to get your money back. So if it doesn't do everything you expected and more, it's a free trial. It's a free trial. I know people are weird with money, but money is good. It's just a tool. It's just a tool of exchange. Think about it. What else does money do for you? It's just paper. It's just sitting there, number in a bank account. But you can actually turn that number in a bank account to something much bigger if you use it to unlock something you don't know. If I know something you don't know, you'd be crazy to not pay me for it. It's 90-day money back guarantee. It's not even paying me. It's not even going to hit your credit card for 30 days. You can check everything out. If it's not for you, you get your money back. And we all have some sort of disposable income. It's just where are you going to place that tool of money? Are you going to have it unlock doors for you? Are you going to have it accelerate you 5 years, or are you just gonna have it sit there? Money replenishes, dude. It just keeps coming back, and you know that. But the thing that doesn't come back, time with friends, family members, people die. It just is what it is. This guy says, I'm saying in front of Moondev, I'll pay the refund if you truly cannot profit from this course. A powerful and supportive start to my algo trading journey. We all got bad habits. I spend way too much money on Uber Eats. If I stopped spending money on Uber Eats, I'd pay this off in half a month. So think about your bad habits. We all have them. It's okay. We're all humans. Just tighten up here and there. Allocate a little bit of that tool that you have. You have some cash. You have some credit. If you're actually going to step on the gas here, like I said, I spent 2 grand when I didn't have it. I was a college kid, broke, no money. I couldn't even think about it. I like 2 grand was out of my realm. This guy was only 2 years ahead of me. He changed my life. He taught me exactly how to build apps without knowing how to code. Changed my life. That's why I put this at 1795, because if a broke college kid could pay 2,000 and change his life, then what's your excuse? But I get it. There's two types of people in this world. There's money makers and excuse makers. That's it. So if you don't join today, I know which one you are. I don't think that's you though, because you locked in for multiple hours here and you keep coming back. You keep coming back. So take me up on this Easter discount. It's $300 off, 2 payments or 1 payment. You see all of the proof here. There's hundreds of people just like yourself. He says, Moon, I gotta say, thank you for sharing all this. It's really hard to find this kind of info organized anywhere. Alex says, anyone in doubt, it's definitely worth it. I was in doubt myself, but when I pulled the trigger, I was happy I did. It's not a sales pitch by any means, just a personal opinion. The bootcamp put me 6 months ahead. So if you want to be 6 months ahead, then jump in. I would argue it's even more because I've been here for 5 years and I show you everything. When I find something new, I show you it. It's already making 3K a week. Your videos motivated me during those winter days. There was no end in sight. Life-changing education. I've never received this much value from any course before. I'm a software developer, front end mostly. I'm flexible and tackle whatever. I've never coded for trading bots, so your content is literally a treasure for me. Thank you. You're welcome. I'm 73 years old. He's 73. You thought you were too late? He's 73. Doesn't matter how old you are, dude. You're going to be trading for the rest of your life. You're going to be on the computer for the rest of your life, right? You either make money or you make excuses. Let me know in the chat. What's the reason? What's holding you back? Tight on cash. What's holding you back for real? Don't trust me. There's a 90-day money back guarantee. There's Klarna options as well. You can get it down to like $72 a month. That's pretty good. My best advice for anyone trying to build a bot, buy his course. The bootcamp was the kick in the ass that I needed. This is a great course for learning way more than you ever wanted. Yet more evidence why there's such a buzz around you. Incredible customer service, truly. I'm saying in front of Moondev, I'll pay the refund if you truly can't profit from the course. It's a nice gesture, but nobody has to pay the refund because I'll pay the refund. I'll refund you. The 90-day, no questions asked, money back guarantee. And I'm so sorry for all the sniffling and sneezing in your ear today. I really do apologize. I'll be back. I'll be back healthy, continuing to step on the gas. I'm on the fence about buying the boot camp. Should I take the risk? I'm starting from ground zero coding knowledge, looking for the push here. I need someone to sell me. If you're starting from zero, you should do it. Just know it's not a magic pill. You have to put in the work, but Moondev has laid everything out so you can get up to speed very fast. He cuts your learning curve a lot. So that's really your option. Be like, oh, damn, this is so sick. I can't wait to have my bots trading on Polymarket and all these exchanges here. And then just your option one is to leave and do nothing. Or option two is take me up on a small investment in yourself, a new approach to trading where it takes all the stress away, all the emotion, and you get a major discount here for Easter. So happy Easter to you. The course is a gem, man. Thank you for putting it together. I got to say, listen to Moondev. I too have been doing this for around 3 years. And I only started getting somewhere after listening to him. A few years later, I've not found a better price or quality. Much appreciated. And when one of your team of doctors says you are 7 months past when you were projected to pass away, it kind of puts into perspective that there's people that deserve to know that I probably would have passed if it wasn't for people like you. My bots I've made from your ideas combined with mine paid off $186,000 of medical bills the last quarter of 2023. So I just really got to say, out of everyone I've ever come across, you've done the most to keep me alive and out of millions in debt. And I won't ever forget that. So much love to him, dude. He went through the boot camp that you have access to starting today. Plus, you have all of these bonuses. The AI masterclasses will show you exactly how to have AI do all the heavy lifting. And the algo trade camp, that shows you exactly how to get your bots live from a place of not knowing how to code. So if you don't know how to code right now, don't worry. I didn't either. I had to learn it the hard way and I make it easy for you. AI masterclasses will show you how to have all the AI do all the heavy lifting. Plus, you got the Solana courses. Plus, you got the Polymarket course. I show you 4 different bots there. I also dropped 4 bots into the Quant Elite section, and you get Quant Elite for life. So if you're paying $297 a month right now, or you joined one of these pieces, this right here is worth it because this is $3,500 a year that people are paying right now. So if you're in this or any of these pieces, upgrade right now because this discount will not be here. It's 4 days, 13 hours, and 51 minutes. Think about it, but in reality, you have 4 days plus 90 days to become an informed buyer. You can just join today, say you're still on the fence. Go absorb everything, learn everything, get all my code, get the API key for life, get the vault, get both GitHubs and the MoonDev app access. If you have questions, moon@algotradecamp.com. Text me, call me, DM me, whatever, dude. If you got questions, let me know in the chat. I'm here. You can see hundreds of people just like yourself took me up on this offer, and you actually get something much better. You get all those bonuses that you saw. I don't need to keep going over them. I actually need to get into bed. Let's be real. Heal up, and then I'm going to keep stepping on the gas every single day. What I figure out, what I've figured out over the last 5, 6 years, in short, concise videos here. Did you like the tutorials today? If you did, you're going to love the tutorials in the Algo Trade Camp because I go back to square one, back to when I did not know how to code. I pretend I don't know how to code and I show you exactly how to code. From a regular standpoint, not some super nerd. Like I'm not super smart. I've told you that over and over again. You can hear it in my voice, dude. My English is not good, even though I grew up in America. Just a regular dude with a big vision. Thank you for your dedication. Hope you feel better soon. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, dude. Much love to you guys. You have the link, moondev.com/Easter. I don't have anything else to share with you. Much love. I hope you have a wonderful day. Let me go ahead and see. I know I missed a lot of chats today, so let me go ahead and scroll through the chats before I get going. If you have any other questions, let me know. K8 likes my dog. I like her a lot. I'm gonna scroll through all this chat here, see if there's anything. Do you have a Telegram chat for programmers to join? Wu says, I've got a Discord chat, so we've got a members only section here, members chat that you will get access to. And you can see we're just chatting all day, helping each other out. So feel free to jump into that. We see the future, Kelly says. We do. Let's get it. And Kelly's been absolutely cooking on the leaderboard. So if you want to compete with him, he learned everything from me, but he took it to the whole nother level. And that's why I'm so confident about this, is because I have the proof that people have learned the things that I've taught them and then taken it to a whole nother level. And that's the beautiful part about this. We can all step on the gas. Dixie says, you're teaching, sir, not yapping. I appreciate you. Are you using the open source Claude? No, I'm using the regular Claude code. Get well soon. Thank you. Take care, Moon. Get some rest. I appreciate you, Papa. Dedication, dedication, dedication. That's all it is. Let's get it. Much love, L. Good to have you here, dude. I feel like this would change my life, Chad Bunny says. I feel like if you're a hand trader right now, I feel like it would change your life as well. I know it. I've seen it over and over and over again. Is it pretty easy to follow? Like it guides step by step? I don't know anything about coding. Yeah, so I go from absolute square one. I think I'm probably the best teacher in the world for this stuff because I'm not one of those big head developers that like looks down on you for not knowing how to code because they all look down on me my entire life. Oh, I don't know how to code. I build apps, but I don't even know how to code. Oh, idiot. And then I get into this industry and they all make fun of me for being an AI coder. But now in 2026, they're all AI coders. So am I an innovator? Maybe. Like, it's okay, dude. It's okay to not know how to code. It's okay to be scared of that. It's scary. It's intimidating. I was scared for my whole life. Like I said, I didn't start this till I was 30 years old. So you're not too late. You're right on time. He said, I'd rather spend 5 years building systems than ever learn about some BS ICT. Exactly, dude. There's so much BS being spewed at you guys on YouTube. It's like, I'm not here to give you one way to trade or another way to trade. Like, I'm not going to say, hey, trade ICT or liquidity zones or whatever. No, all I'm doing is showing you over the shoulder the approach to trading I'm taking. It still comes down to great ideas, though. I give you a framework. I show you where to get those ideas. You know, you get 2 days off. Dixie says, "Thank you, thank you." Kelly says that is true. I remember in the first year I sent you a mail saying that the way you teach with your voice was calm and soothing. I remember that, dude. Kelly's been here for years and he's cooking. Moondev has taught me everything I know about coding. I wish I had started sooner, so don't wait. That's what Useless just said. So that's so fire, dude. Don't wait because the way I looked at this dude was simple. I could spend a year trying to figure out how to code and try to get bots live. Best case scenario, which I'm grateful happened, was I'd have trading bots trade for me 24/7. But this was when I getting started. I didn't know how to code. I was scared, intimidated, just like you guys. But I knew the worst case scenario is that I spend 6 months a year learning to code. The worst case scenario is I know how to code for the rest of my life. But it just got better and better, right? Because then we got AI, and now I'm actually cooking as a senior engineer instead of just a junior. So I don't know. If you truly want to be a trader, if you truly want to continue to trade, I always say either stop trading or automate it because it's the only way. Look around, dude. Look around. If he can do this, I can do this. Exactly, dude. All I needed was an example of somebody, just a regular person. And I met that regular person. He was smoking a joint on the couch. He had the windows open and the air conditioner on like an idiot, like wasting money. Okay. He can waste that money because he's a billionaire, but he's no different than me. Jim Simons, yeah, I've never met him before. I know for a fact he's no different than me now, but only because I met that dude in person. I kicked it with him. He's a homie, So I hope, us conversating today, having these, showing you these examples, giving you these tutorials. I hope it does encourage you that you can do anything in this world that any other man or woman can do, and you can do a lot of things that nobody's done before. The 4 minute mile, dude, the 4 minute mile. Nobody thought they could break the 4 minute mile. You know that story? Let's go ahead and look into it because I think the 4 minute mile story is very interesting for people thinking that they can't do something nobody's done before because, yeah, just tell it short and concise. 4 minute mile and running had never been broken before. Nobody had ever done a 4 minute mile for for decades. Experts declared running a mile in under 4 minutes was physically impossible. So all the crowd right now, it's physically impossible to build a trading bot if you didn't go to Harvard. That's what they say. That's what Wall Street wants you to think. They don't want you to compete, dude. Some even said the human body would break down attempting it. Then in 1954, Roger Bannister did it in 3 minutes and 59 seconds. The remarkable part, within 46 days, someone else broke it too. Within a few years, dozens had done it. Today, high schoolers run 4 minute miles. Nothing changed physically. The barrier was purely psychological. Once one person proved it was possible, Everyone's mental ceiling shattered. The lesson, many impossible limits, they're just beliefs. Once someone breaks through, it gives everyone else permission to follow. The hardest part is being the first to believe it can be done. I believe in you, dude. I believe in you. I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. I think about it every single night and day. I spread my wings. I fly away. Come on, dude. I've been listening to that since I was 9. It's on my playlist right now. It's on my playlist right now, dude. It's on my playlist right now. I believe I can fly. I believe I can soar. I see me running through that open door. If you can see it, you can do it, dude. Every single day, my parents still hate this song. They still hate this song. My sister still hates this song. Night and day. Damn, I believe I can soar. And I believe in you too, dude. There's nothing that's impossible. And if it's impossible, just try it. He says I might be wrong, but I think Mundev was held back in the 7th grade. He says, not sure if I'm right, but I think Mundev was held back in the 7th grade. Oh my God. You guys don't have cricket in Finland either. Okay, you live in Finland? That's far. Hello, anyone here? I'm here. Anonymous Fish is a a hater, and that's okay. I need that. I grew up underdog, so I like doing this live because I get a lot of people saying I can't do stuff, whatever, yada yada, and that's fine. Also, I dropped 40 when people in the stands call me monkey boy. So it's like they're not new to haters. I need them. I love them. They light a fire. So it's us versus them, us versus Wall Street. Most of them are sent from Wall Street. They're like, okay, get into Moondove Street, talk some shit, try to egg them on, try to rage bait them. Nah, you can rage bait me. I'll just cook you. I'll just cook you, dude. I love it. I love being the underdog. Tell me what I can't do, and I'll show you how. Thank you, Jane. I've met so many great people through this chat, and it's because you guys are actually interested in automating your trading, and so you watch me do it, and that's beautiful. It's beautiful. Tennis is lit. Hell, he says. Okay, so if there's no more questions here, I'm just gonna go ahead. I'm a manual trader and I hate it. Chad says, dude, it sucks. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of life. Manual trading is literally the biggest waste. All right, well, I'm gonna go recover, dude. I'm gonna recover. If you don't hear from me, you know that you have a couple days here to join the Easter special. Happy Easter to everybody. Happy Good Friday. Enjoy your friends, enjoy your family. Get away from the charts. Get away from the charts for a bit. Here's the link. You have everything. 777 to you, Kelly. Thank you for coming through. You guys have the link to everything here. And I've got nothing else for you except sending you my love and happy Easter.